Okay, so my birthday is over, but the fun does not stop. So yesterday on my birthday, I finished a short hike, and then I started Cats in Time, but I didn't really like it that much. And then I started Return to Monkey Island, which is a game that I've been wanting to play for a while, so we're going to continue that. So if you don't know what Monkey Island is, there are these really good games. I think they were first made in like the 90s or so from LucasArts, and they're like these really funny puzzle games. So they're about a pirate, not a very good pirate, named Guybrush Threepwood. So I guess I'm playing as a young Guybrush, who's a little blonde kid, which I've never seen a kid Guybrush before. Oh wait, that's Guybrush.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got Scurvy dogs.
Those
Wait,
have
is this Guybrush's
colorful
kid?
Stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy.
Oh, it is his kid.
That takes me back.
I thought it was
I like it when
a
Chucky
young
has to
Guybrush.
put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how stories
Yo,
really
Becca,
work.
how was your birthday?
A lot of stories
Iceman!
don't feel like they're finished
Hello!
at the end.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Well, like,
It was
there's
good,
this
thank
one
you.
that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Okay.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Yeah, so I think that was the first game, was called Secret of Monkey Island, but you didn't actually find out what the secret was. I don't know if they planned it that way, because these are really funny games, so that might have been the joke. But yeah, Iceman, my birthday was good. I did a photo shoot in the daytime. It was just a really busy day because I had to do the photo shoot, then I had to rush back. Oh, I went to Target to get some cupcakes and cakes to eat on stream last night, but it was crazy because it's so close to Christmas, and then I had to rush home to get ready for dinner, and then I had dinner but at a nice steakhouse. It was really good, but dinner ran kind of late, so then I had to rush home to get stream started. So I was up until 4 last. I mean, I wasn't streaming until 4 last night, but I ended stream at 2 a.m. and then I just stayed up. I wasn't working today though, so I mean, I'm not working. I took the entire rest of the year off because I have the vacation time. And then the stream was good. I just played some cozy, chill games. I started this one at the very end of the stream because I played a short hike first, which was not a short hike. And it was a cute game, but I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that great.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no. I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas. We've been enemies for my whole career. That guy steals all my best ideas. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
Okay.
The opposites attract, but what do I know?
Oh, I can say all the rest of these things.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Oh, rude.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Okay. Chat with the old pirate lookout. Old pirate lookout some more.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there.
Okay. I mean, that's all you can say. Not really chatting much more. So do I have a to-do list? Yes, Mighty Pirates to-do list. Okay, so before we were Junior Pirate, now we are Mighty Pirate. Talk to pirate leaders to get money, use wads of cash to outfit expedition, find the secret Monkey Island, and relive the glory days.
Re-elect Governor Carla. Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition.
Oh, I guess I can't go anywhere else until I do this.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change in leadership. Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here? Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition? I wonder if I can say all of these things.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me. I'm the rock-solid investment you've been waiting for. Just a humble pirate, unworthy to be in your august presence.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Your plunder
Stats
stats.
aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid. Exactly, it's a raid. I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island. Yeah, we're going to find the secret.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value. It's a prize of incredible cultural value. It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved. It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it. Mystery for the ages. What kind of game is this, Becca? I never heard of this. It's like a puzzle point-and-click game.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Aw.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
So, there's a whole series called the Monkey Island games, and so there was one called The Secret of Monkey Island. Hold on, let me look it up because I think maybe that was the first one. So these were back in like the 90s. So yeah, Secret of Monkey Island. But like there's not actually like a secret, or you don't like find the secret of Monkey Island, but these are really like comedic games, so maybe that was the joke, I don't know. So there's been a bunch of games. I think there's been, let me look. There's been at least, okay, so there were 3 original games, I think, and then Telltale made like a whole series. I don't know if you could count these as different games, because they made like, you know how the Telltale does their games, they do them in like episodes. So they have like episode 1, episode 2, whatever. And so I don't know if you could count those as like separate games. Like you usually have to buy them separately. I mean, at least until they release all of them, and then you can buy them as a pack. Okay, so there's Secret of Monkey Island, Monkey Island 2, Curse of Monkey Island, Escape from Monkey Island, Tales of Monkey Island, which is the Telltale game I was talking about. Okay, so it's just counted as one game. And then Return to Monkey Island, which is this one. So they're really fun games if you like puzzle games. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? I can make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. Could you at least point me towards an available ship? I can make it worth your while.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
With backing, I can work it out. Could you at least point me towards an available ship? If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it. With backing, I can work it out.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
So LeChuck is like always the villain of these games. She's carving ha 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 on the table.
I don't need you or your money.
Yes, we do.
I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter
but
what it takes.
you're not a good pirate.
I like the old pirate leaders better.
So, like, one of the like big jokes of the series is that Guybrush is not a good pirate. Get or find a ship. Okay. Can we go this way? Stroll along the docks. We can go this way. Job openings.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote.
I guess that's a good point.
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely, I love to be a swabby. Have you gotten anything more senior? No thanks, I'm getting my own expedition together. We got anything more senior?
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate. I'd make a great boatswain. How about ship surgeon? I could be the gunner. Maybe swabby's not so bad after all. Okay, never mind. What's a boatswain? Second mate.
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
Okay.
I'd make a great
I have a
boatswain.
feeling I'm gonna
Exactly
get turned
what
down for all of
qualifications
these.
have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Oh, Guybrush Threepwood. Smith, John Smith, Andrew LeChuck nephew, Andrew LeChuck no relation. Okay, let's try with John Smith.
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Hey,
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I can say some more stuff. I'm not Guybrush Threepwood, I just look like him. Can I be on your ship if I change my name? Come on, let me have the swabby job.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey,
What is it?
can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Hey,
What is it?
come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh boy. This is like me trying to get a job.
Hey,
What is
For
it?
anybody else, they'd get the job, because it's me.
are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Okay, well, doesn't look like we're getting on the ship.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison.
Woody?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Okay. Not sure what the significance of that was. Okay, let's try going down here.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story. How's your scurvy prevention project? You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island. Remind me how long we've been married?
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Okay, so it sounds like we're gonna work together.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh,
What?
dear.
Was that our plan?
Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way.
So this area was also in the Telltale game. Real Voodoo going out of business. So you had to go into like this voodoo shop and talk to like the voodoo lady.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
I wonder how long I can do
You
this.
say bye first.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
Bye.
I thought that would go on forever.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Oh, okay, I can't take it.
They're having a half-off sale. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Except that it's going out of business.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean ever since we last saw each other? It's been years. It has been years since that game. I'm going in search of the secret of Monkey Island. I'm planning to get on a ship with LeChuck. Any advice?
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself.
What?
Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints.
Okay.
Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location, that it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook at the Scumbar.
Okay, I actually meant to ask how does dark magic work, but that's fine.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Really?
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is
What?
Corina.
Nobody does that.
Okay. Karina. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Somehow
It's
it was more exciting
anticlimactic.
before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
What?
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Stock tips? What? They didn't have stocks then,
This is a neat symbol.
did they?
What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to see where this is gonna go. I need to get the eye patch and disguise myself so I can get onto LeChuck's ship.
It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that
What?
before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Keep up the good work, buddy. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not very practical. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
He knows he's in a game.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
What else do we have here? Enter Wally's Maps and More.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is Maps and More, not Mops and More.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was.
I mean, I chuckled.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. Hey, Wally. It's the pirate life for me.
Yep.
Okay.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next?
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
I had a map like this once, but I sailed left.
I don't get it.
That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is, never buy a used treasure map. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Of course.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Okay.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Huh, never seen one of those before. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Okay, I guess that's all I can do in here.
Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced.
Check that out. Okay. No, read the sign.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done!
An annoying skull?
Down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait!
That's what we said, and that old pirate said that LeChuck says the same thing.
Sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know.
What is she doing just hanging outside of the window?
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
What?
No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
Wow, she has so much dialogue.
If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding. They're mostly gone now.
So this is like a thing in Monkey Island games, like, it's just like these nonsensical lines.
The queen always gives way to a new queen. She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go. The secret smells like popcorn. Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do? I got my golden key.
Jesus, how many lines does she have?
And that is not enough. Lights out always comes sooner than you think. He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get involved with a woman of station. They all think they deserve it. Well, they do and they don't.
I feel like most people would have gotten bored by now listening to her, but they just kept writing these lines.
It's a fairly good story. I wonder if there will be a sequel.
I mean, somebody wrote all these lines.
Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do?
Okay, now she's starting to repeat. I mean, what was that, like 20 lines?
Like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
The jail.
Looks
Locksmith.
sort of like an eye.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood? Ha-ha!
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
Nice of you to notice.
It is a new art style.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative.
I don't remember this guy.
Very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Important information.
Jail rules. 1. No escaping.
That's it.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts
Okay, so
of
he's still not
unpleasant
answering the
labels on
question.
it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
So I'm gonna look at the subtitles. I think there's an option to add the speaker's name. Yeah, here we go. Wait, what was this? Writer's cut, more blather, worse pacing? What? Okay, we won't turn that on for now.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Why does he have a toothbrush in his office?
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks.
What is even a jamboree?
See you later.
Yep.
So this is a jail, but nobody else is in here.
Here, son, it's like a swamp.
Like nobody's watching the
Smell clean
prisoners.
parts.
Welcome to my shop.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
No, hint book. Okay, I need a hint. So I guess if I get stuck, I can look for a hint. Or get a hint.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Okay.
I see a peninsula trailing off into...
It's southern Florida.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
What? He took the whole thing.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What? How can you do that?
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses.
What's this key?
That activates a mechanical kettle. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this key?
That unlocks your house.
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What? How can you have specific
What's
locks?
this lock?
A special
And
one
keys.
that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
What's that lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
This game's so weird.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
Really?
Right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little
What?
less sanitary.
How can you just not allow it?
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be...
Okay, so all you need is a magnifying glass.
If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago.
Whitey Bones?
Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
All at once. How does that work? Yeah.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
Like all locks all across the world?
Just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Okay, so the whole thing about getting the serial number of a lock to get a key made, I'm sure I'm gonna have to use that sometime.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I have to get the serial number from the lock
I think it's a shame.
on Otis's jail or cell lock. But first, let's go down here.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Is that all that's down here?
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Okay, so I need to find a magnifying glass. And then you can't...
How's your day going?
You can't even read... Because I looked at the lock and Stan's cell before, and you can't even read it. Or it says the numbers were rubbed off or something.
The note says, forced to close. The note says...
Okay, so... Where would I find a magnifying glass?
Welcome back.
Hi there. Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the It's pretty...
Okay, so I
Try not to touch it.
can't get a magnifying glass from her shop.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but why is it hanging up there?
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale.
Yeah, but okay, so why is it hanging up there? Okay, so where would I find...
My mother's.
Where would I find a magnifying glass? Or maybe Wally has one?
Hey, Wally. Busy?
Yep.
Oh, can I take a monocle?
They're like glasses. Oh, look behind you. A three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Wow, so I didn't even have to steal it. Okay, so a monocle is always useful. So I think that's how I read. the serial number. No.
Welcome back.
This is not where I wanted to go. Wanted to go in the jail.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, crackers. What do we do with these? Count the crackers. Okay.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. This is the number for the jail cell lock.
You
Okay.
look like you're having a
Well,
good
that was
time.
easy enough. Oh, but wait,
Hi
I don't
there.
have any money. Do I?
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
I have a few coins, okay.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Oh, she's not charging me.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Okay, well, she just makes keys for free.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Oh. Can I open stands? Hold on. I'm gonna save.
The real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
But he would have a different serial number.
No thanks, I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Oh, it won't let me do it. I don't think you could open it anyway, though, because it would be a different lock.
Kid, stick to the narrow straits.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
Okay.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Okay, so I freed Otis. Okay, so now what?
It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only.
Oh, I need to go back to the scum bar and try to get a mop.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
Oh, wow, I can say a bunch more stuff now. I completed the 3 trials. I defeated the ghost pirate LeChuck. I solve a lot of puzzles with my wits. I have a great sense of humor and like long walks on the beach. I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Actually, never mind.
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey?
Yes.
Oh, you can only say one thing? I thought we could say All of those things.
Nice and hot.
It's disappointing.
Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Fine, good, peachy, same old, same old. Good.
Good.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good, no pieces missing. Still in public service, fighting scurvy now. I screwed up our anniversary. We're apart more often than I'd like. She's here on the island. Still in public service.
Public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own.
Okay.
A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
I mean, I have used mops as weapons before in games.
Wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook.
Really?
You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Okay, I did not expect getting the mop to be this complicated.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. That's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Ew.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Well, it's definitely a mop. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from my mop.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Okay.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Well, I'm guessing that'll become the mop head.
It's hopeless. Well, it's... Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical
I
landmark.
don't remember Cobb.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic.
Highfalutin.
Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the ask me about Loom?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say
it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Is this like a real game?
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
In the back of the scum bar is a giant whale, a fishing trophy, the cellar, the kitchen. The kitchen. Okay. Okay, so I guess what I have to do is find the mop handle tree. I don't really know if there's any, like, trees around here, though.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not.
Oh, I can go other places. Wait, no I can't. This is just like a map. Right? No? Oh. Oh, I can go other places, okay. So, forest. Okay, I'm guessing I have to go there for the mop handle, but we're gonna explore here first.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking. When was the last time you had a bath? Let me show you what a hack looks like. Okay, so another big thing with the Monkey Island games are these, like, battle of wits. So, what did she say?
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster. How's the governorship treating you? I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time. You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job. How's a governorship treating you?
Governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me. I've got my own project cooking. I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married. Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison. Yeah, I'm not automatically involved.
I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island. We have unfinished business from the old days. You first, what are you doing here? Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project. You first, what are you doing here? I mean, it's her mansion, but it seems like it's a funny thing to say.
You first. What are you doing here?
Don't be weird. I know Elaine used to live here.
Don't be weird.
It's my house now that I'm governor.
Mansion hasn't changed much.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Okay, looks like we can say the rest of the dialogue. But before we get to that, I'm going to take a break and I will be right back. Okay, let's get back to Monkey Island.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Pet the stuffed animal?
I guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater.
Why can't you throw it away?
Contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've seen a ship in a bottle that actually had water in it.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Well, I guess we wouldn't have much of a game if somebody just told us what Monkey Island, the Secret of Monkey Island was.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Frozen instant cereal? What is that?
That's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Okay. Guess we'll use the stuffed animal for something. Oh. So this is just back in the area I just was in. Okay, we'll go to the forest.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
To the deep dark forest where I'm sure to get lost.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
2 days?
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Okay, so that's the eye patch we heard about earlier from the voodoo lady.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy
Spoiler alert.
on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That
Guard
is a
parrot?
really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Boy.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate.
That is true.
Plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Okay, so all of this stuff is from Guybrush's adventures.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures.
That's what I said.
Not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
He's got a fake peg leg. Like, you can see his foot sticking out here, but he's pretending to have a peg leg.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro! If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Oh, that's what I said.
Part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
It's locked. There's some very tiny writing on it. The display case is locked.
All right, so I'm gonna have to read the lock numbers.
Numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Oh, interesting. So I still can't read it with the magnifying glass. So what do I need to do to read the serial numbers? So first of all, I need to go back to... Oops. I need to go back to town. See if Wally has a map for the forest.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been
I
a
guess.
while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
What?
Bye.
So now I need to find a piece of wood.
I can tell you no more. If it's forgiveness you seek, by the frog.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product
What? How can bread damage it?
Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At
What?
all
You can't put it in a
times, keep
sheath?
the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these
Oh my
terms,
God.
the purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Okay.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks.
Okay, so I got a couple new items.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Maybe I can use the wood from the knife so that Wally can make a map. Nope.
It doesn't look finished.
No, he's new.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Fancy.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Okay.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Okay, so I'm guessing we have to go back to Carla's mansion and ask her about this event.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
You can't pick up the seagull. I thought maybe I could get the seagull for the piece of wood. Steal the picture.
Stay away from that picture.
Maybe I do need the picture at some point, but I have to distract him. So I'm thinking I need to go to the governor's house and find out what event and what was served there. And then while the cook is distracted, get the picture, I guess? I don't know. I mean, it's in a wooden frame, so I guess maybe that's the piece of wood I need.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event.
Barbie LaFleur.
I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
Okay, so I guess I just take the
Yes,
cookbook
you should.
from the bookshelf.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
Totally forgot. I'll pay for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you bought. You never even...
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Okay, I want to see what she says with the last dialogue line.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought... You never...
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
What? Okay, so...
Yes, you should.
So what am I supposed to do to get her to let me borrow the book?
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Can I borrow a book?
You never even...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing... I need more than that.
Remind me what you...
I said I'd...
Okay, so, I mean...
I should let you get back
she's
to
not
governor.
telling me
Should.
what I need to do in order to borrow the book.
It seems to be stuck closed. Aww, this is where I... Also, the win...
Okay, so I've got the knife. I've got the forgiveness. Oh! Okay, I got it. I gotta give her the forgiveness frog. I forgot about the forgiveness frog.
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable urge to forgive. You'd better not be up to something.
Just don't lose the frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
Okay, that was kind of creepy. Alright.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Okay, so time to show it to the cook at the Scum Bar.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Oh, now he's distracted. Oh. I can take the mop now.
This will be.
It's the cook's old mop. It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
Oh, so I didn't even have to make the mop. Oh boy. Never mind.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Busy?
Yep.
Okay, see you around.
Now, where was I? Brilliant innovation.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Okay, I guess I'll come back later for that. Okay, so I got that done, but I don't know what to do with this picture. So I wonder if I need to give the crackers to the guard parrot. But then that still doesn't solve why the magnifying glass, I guess, isn't powerful enough. Well, actually, let me see if I can borrow more books.
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Nope. Okay, let's try giving the crackers to the parrot.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney.
Okay, I'm sure feeding the parrot has to come into play some other time. I don't know what to do with that either.
It's locked. What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Okay, so I thought maybe I could go in there and get like a piece of wood, but I guess not. Okay, so shipyard. I don't think we've been there yet.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
I don't know if there's anything we can do here. Forest, Governor's Mansion. Docks. Alright, well, maybe the cook is done with the meals by now.
He'll never complain again.
Busy?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, see you around.
Now, where was...
What do I need the picture for?
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to use both monocles. If you have two monocles, are those just glasses?
If one monocle is good, two is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Okay, yeah, I think this is it.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. This is the one for the museum display case.
Okay, so, okay, now we're getting somewhere. So now I gotta get another key made.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there.
Mr. Brush.
Can you make me a key from this?
It's not even his full name.
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things that's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Okay, so I just wanted to see what would happen, but I think you have to feed the parrot.
Come back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
There's a queen?
It's a start.
Is her crown made of keys?
It's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Okay, so now I have to bring the eye patch to the voodoo lady.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now. Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look?
No.
What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to.
Well, that's exactly what he would need to get onto LeChuck's ship, because they're a ship full of ghost pirates. Okay, now I just have to figure out the piece of wood to give to Wally.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Oh, okay, wait. I think I know. So I think I need to cut a piece of the mop handle with a ceremonial knife I got while the cook is distracted.
Ingredients indeed.
Yep, that was it.
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times. I'll wait until I'm closer to LeChuck's ship. No need to scare the melee townfolk.
I thought I would maybe get a funny scene out of that, but nope.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
I don't know how he could possibly make a map from a sliver of wood. Okay, looks like we go this way first. Then this way, I guess? I don't know.
I guess I lost my way.
Oh, no. Okay.
I guess I lost my way.
No, is it this way? Is there no way to just open the map with one button? Okay, so what? But it looks like you go left.
I guess I lost my way.
Nope.
I guess I lost my way.
What? Those are the only two ways.
I guess I lost my way.
See, I don't understand this map, though.
I guess I lost my way. I guess I lost my way.
Okay, you know what? If I just, like, keep randomly...
I guess I lost
picking
my way.
areas, and I'll find it eventually. It goes this way, then this way, then this way, then this way.
I guess I lost my way. I guess I lost my way.
Okay, nice. That was just random guessing.
It's a welcoming committee. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Melee Island mop handle tree.
Frisky squirrel.
Hey, little fella. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Melee Island mop handle tree.
Several hours later. Aw. What did he do to the tree? He just had a little knife. Oh my god, how? How did he do that with that little knife?
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's
That
what
isn't-
nature is for.
Not even possible. He did it with this knife. This knife.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magic. Hey, little dear.
Aw, the
I
squirrel's
must have
crying.
startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I carved it myself.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I need to combine
I made 'em up.
this.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
Mire
It's
my
a
mop.
single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. I'll take a shortcut back.
Okay, so we have everything we need. But what am I supposed to do with this stuffed animal? Or the picture? Maybe it'll come in later.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, tangle a boat line. Smells like seagull droppings. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Benefits package? Pretty sure they didn't have those.
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute
They're
he
planning
walked in
something.
here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Oh boy. So those three are up to something. Oh, we're already at part 2.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here, you sleep here, you take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Wait. If I can't leave the hold, so I just clean the hold? That's it?
Can I leave the hold?
No!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is...
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, We'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
Ew.
What if I need to, you know?
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna save. Alright. So actually, I think I'm going to just end it here. Short stream tonight because we already got past part 1. So I think I'm just going to keep because, you know, on YouTube the streams turn into videos. So since we already did part 1, then I think I'm going to keep it to like, each stream is going to be like part 1, part 2. I don't even know how many parts there are in this game. Let me look. Or no, this is Return to Monkey Island. Put in Secret of Monkey Island. Five parts. Okay. So if part one was about 2 hours. So if every part is about 2 hours, then it's looking to be like a 10-hour game. All right, so we will continue part 2 next time, probably tomorrow night because I'm off of work now. I'm not traveling anywhere for Christmas. I might even be streaming on Christmas since I won't be doing anything, so we'll see. I'll post it on Twitter and Discord and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you in the next stream or video. Bye.